We wanted to take the formula that we brought to that kind of role-playing game experience, where you can create a character, be who you want to be, and really develop that character over the course of a game, and take that into a new universe where there was really no limits on what you could do as a character and what we could do with the story. And so that meant basically coming up with our own intellectual property, our own galaxy and universe of new spaceships and new powers and things like that. Just a really a fresh look at how to do a space adventure. The origins of the story for Mass Effect really come from the principles of the world that we wanted to create. And actually, when you think about issues like, should you have time travel? Should you be able to warp somewhere? Is there cloning? Is there artificial intelligence that, there are robots that, are as smart as we are? Those kinds of things actually dictate the things that you can do in the story. Because if you can do time travel, or even if you can warp across the battlefield, that radically changes everything about your story, the way the game plays, everything. So we had to kind of lock those things down first before we started building our story. And then the story itself came from, again, the larger ideals of what kind of moments do you want to have and what do you want to be able to do. So we wanted the player to be able to have their own ship, just because it's a great way to feel empowered and be able to get around the galaxy. We also wanted it to be a ship that wasn't just a vehicle that you hopped into. We wanted it to feel kind of more important. And so it's an actual military vessel that has a crew. And as you do different things on missions and all across the game, your crew actually responds to you, and you can go up and talk to them. You can walk around inside the ship and you can decide where you want to go. And so it's these kinds of things that kind of started contributing to what the basic structure of the story was.
When we write something at Bioware, there's usually 3-4 writers on any given time working together on a project, maybe 6-7 writers across the whole life of the project. We also take input from all the other people on the project. The artists help you understand what the vision of the game is going to be. The programmers give you an understanding of what the gameplay is going to be. Your character artists show you the characters you're writing for. You see them coming to life. The animators make them real. And everybody has an understanding of what we want the final product to be.
When we're designing characters, there's input from everywhere. Beginning with story, the writers are going to write. We need to know who's in the world and what they're doing, where everyone's going, what their motivation is. That's absolutely essential when it comes to character design. If you don't have a story, there's no point in drawing. They say a picture says 1,000 words, but yeah, it says way more than that. I've tried writing 1,000 words, and I usually end up scribbling notes on the side anyway, scribbling designs and drawing.
To me, storytelling is the most important aspect. If you haven't told your story right, and you've ended up wasting the whole audience's time, really, it's about taking people to places they haven't been before.